What's going on, guys? Freedom Conquer 7 here, back bringing you some more Dragon Ball FighterZ. This is the last gameplay that I have recorded, and this is not going to be a raw commentary. Well, not raw commentary, but raw gameplay. This is going to have commentary in it because this is my final impressions on the beta until the game comes out, probably. I know there's another beta coming out soon in January, I think, but I think you have to pre-order to get that beta, even though it's called an open beta. As I watched a trailer the other day and it said pre-order now to get access to the open beta, which makes no sense to me. But before I get started, I want to know your guys' thoughts on the game overall. Now, my thoughts, I mean, the game was good when you could find a match and a server, because a lot of the time it wouldn't let you into a server because it says they were full. Because I found quite a few servers where there was like 0 out of 25, 14 out of 25, 24 out of 25, 23 out of 25. You know what I'm saying? Like there was still some spots open, and then I'd get into the server and it would say you can now join the server because the server's full. And then I'd go back and be like, okay. And then I'd go back and start looking through servers again. I find the exact same server with still the same amount of people in it. Nobody joined, so it was still like 24 out of 25, you know, stuff like that. So I hope they fix that. I don't know if that was an issue or what, but that's how I spent most of my time of the beta, trying to find a server. Like the final day of the server, when the servers finally got live, I at least spent like an hour and a half of the actual beta finding a server and trying to get into it. And then besides that, they were always on maintenance, and when you actually try to find a game, sometimes it took forever when clearly you could see that there was people waiting to play and associated waiting for other players. I think they need to have a system to where you can challenge players, or players can challenge you. That way you don't have to wait. Where you can do like custom matches or private matches, whatever you guys want to prefer them to, alongside the open lobby fights. I hope they add a ranked game mode. Is for people like me that are competitive when it comes to any type of game. You want to be the best at it. So if they give a rank mode, I think quite a bit of the fan base that's just like me for this game and any other game in general would be happy for it. But besides all the issues getting into the servers and finding a match when I could actually play, the game was fun. Though granted, I think they need to add a practice or a tutorial mode in the full game for people that didn't play the beta and learn everything there. Because I know in the beta you had to learn everything by yourself, unless you played the game at like, I don't know, one of the events where they were showcasing it and let people play it, because I know they had how to do everything there. And that move right there, I love that move. It's so easy to pull off, and it's a great punish move for people that get too overexcited and try to rush in for the kill. And it's another reason why Frieza is one of my favorite characters. I know they say he's more of a, like his character bio said he was a, sorry, I had a hiccup there. But his character bio said that he was a ranged fighter. But to me, he could be both. He could be a ranged fighter, or he could be a close-up fighter. As I think he's one of the best. He was one of the best characters in the beta, if not the best, in my mind personally. They need to do something about the transformations, because I faced quite a few people that had Golden Frieza, and I myself fought as Golden Frieza in quite a few games, and I didn't notice really anything. There might have been like a slight damage buff and a slight maybe speed, maybe, but besides that I didn't notice anything at all. I could barely even notice that. If you want to put transformations into a game, you want them to at least be noticeable, because if not, then it's going to be just stuff for flash and for people who want to be, you know, cocky, and because you want a transformation to be like kind of a last resort. Like if you need just that much more, you know, oomph or power to defeat somebody or their strongest character, then that's what a transformation would be for. Besides Frieza being one of the strongest in my mind, next to that I think it was, for me, Vegeta. Vegeta had amazing combos, amazing supers. And I mean, both Frieza and Vegeta were all around, I think, the best. Like, it's, I don't know how to explain it, but they're just, in my mind, really good. And see, just look at those combos Frieza's able to pull off. I mean, those are, to me, those are nasty. I know they're probably not the longest combos you guys will see, but he's got some pretty nasty combos. Goku, I don't know, he wasn't too hard to play as or play against. Goku's pretty easy to play against, unless you had somebody that knew, like, just like religiously played as him. And I think they, one thing I think they need to add like more supers, or maybe an ultimate kinda, like the spear bomb or whatever, and it takes like 5, 6, maybe 7 bars, but it does like a lot of damage. Can almost kill somebody or can kill somebody, and all you would have to do for that is like half quarter rotate, right or left, and then RT and LT at the same time, and then I think that'd be cool and fun. And one thing I hope they would bring back would also be the beam clashes. I don't know about you guys, but for me that was a favorite in a lot of the older games where you could do beam clashes. If they would have had that in Xenoverse 2, that would have been amazing, but they didn't, so I hope that they bring that into this game. I know they'll have more characters in the actual game when it releases in February, but with more characters, I hope they actually have both Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. I know you can count Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta as Dragon Ball Super characters, but I mean, like, I hope they have more than that. Like maybe Pit, Frost, the Universe 6 Saiyans, Bispo, Topo, Jiren. Well, honestly, I doubt we'll get those 3 from Universe 11. But you see, but you get what I'm saying, though. Like, give us some variety, you know? I mean, we've played with these Dragon Ball Z characters for years and years and years, and we're starting to get with the Dragon Ball Super characters, at least through the season of Xenoverse. And to me, honestly, all those characters were fun and great to use. And I know some of the other YouTubers that do this stuff for a living I know one of them really liked Hit, and a lot of the Dragon Ball Super characters, a lot of the YouTubers honestly liked. At least that I saw. And I think they need to work on the hit detection when it comes to some grabs and some supers, because a lot of the times when I would grab somebody, I would literally be touching them and it wouldn't initiate the grab sequence, which caused me to get like Kamehameha in the face like immediately after, because some characters can't recover really fast from a grab, or it would cause me to get punished by a good combo and then a super, or you know, just whatever they do. And then with supers, because there was one time when I was playing as Vegeta in the beta, I think you guys seen, where I knocked Goku back and he was in the middle of recovering doing a back handstand, but he could immediately cancel out and dash and everything. So I think if you can immediately like cancel out and dash for that, or try to hit somebody, the enemy super should be able to hit you, because I threw a big bang attack at him and it went completely right through him. So I hope they do something about that, though I don't know if they will. I hope they add Android 17 as his standalone character. Maybe have it Android 17 with 18, just how it's like Android 18 with 17. Or just make him a standalone character, make it Android 18 or standalone character. But the game's fast-paced, which I like about it. But it's a good thing and a bad thing for the games to go quickly. It's a good thing because it gives it that authentic Dragon Ball feel, where you have to think on your feet, everything's fast-paced, and things can literally end in the blink of an eye. But it's bad for people that, like me, that like to have a full, like, lengthy battle, and also enjoy the cinematic part of it, which I know can happen with how much time you have. But whenever you go into an online battle or whatever, everybody's gonna be wanting to get the match over with real quick. So these matches are only like 2 to 3 minutes long, online or not, and there really isn't very much you can do about it. So for that, I hope they add like custom games or a private match or whatever. That way you can set health or a time limit or the damage output, you know, whatever you want like that. And I think I mentioned this earlier, but a rank play would go well in this game for the people that are competitive and want to do their best against a lot of other skilled players. But if they do a ranked play, they need to do it right. And I think that'll do a lot for this game and for the fan base for it. But as you saw in this gameplay sequence, I forgot I was recording, so that's why I had that whole thing in there. And that was when the maintenance started happening. It happened for like 30 minutes, and then as soon as the maintenance got done, they ended the beta. So that 30 minutes could have been spent playing, but so I mean, it's gonna be fine when the full game comes out if they do that, because the full game I don't think is gonna have like server times or when the servers are going to be up. I think they're gonna be up full time and everything. But if it's the case where there's only certain times where you could play, then that's going to be a problem, I think, because if they keep doing that, then I think a lot of people in the community are going to be mad at them. I mean, it frustrated me personally because, like I said, half of the beta I spent actually searching for a server. And a lot of the beta I didn't know how to block, so I had to just, you know, deal with it. But when I figured out how to block, it just made matches that much easier, and it made me a lot better as a player in general. But otherwise, I mean, my final thoughts and opinion, the game was good. It was fast-paced, it was quick, solid gameplay, it was fluid, which I think is a good sign, but there's still quite a few things they need to fix, a few changes they needed. So I hope this video was somewhat of a help, and that if they do watch it, that it helps the game in a good way and not a bad way. These are just my opinions and my thoughts on the game. So for a beta, and I know that the full game is more than likely going to be better, especially with some of the new characters that got announced, besides Yamcha, because, you know, who needs Yamcha? But if I were to rate this game, the beta, out of 10, for a beta, I think it was a solid 8.5 or 9 out of 10. And there's really not very many betas that are that fluid for fighting games, because there's usually a lot more like bugs and things that need to be worked out, but there wasn't very many this time, and all the gameplay was fast, it was simple, it was fluid. And if the game gets any more like smooth than it already is now, then I think by the time the full game comes out, you're gonna have a happy community, you're gonna make all the players happy. It's just gonna be a fun experience overall. That's gonna be it on my final impressions of Dragon Ball FighterZ, or Dragon Ball Fighters, or Dragon Ball Z Fighters. Whatever you guys call it. I know I've heard some people call it a few different things, but one of the thing, well, a few of the YouTubers I've seen have called it different things, and I've met some people on the game that's called it quite a few different things, like Z Fighters or FighterZ, Dragon Ball, you know, just fighters in general, or, you know, whatever. But anyways, that's gonna be it for my final thoughts on Dragon Ball FighterZ. It's a really good game overall, so if it's gonna be that good, then I can't wait to play the game when it fully comes out, and I will be looking forward to play it. And that's gonna be all. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to leave a like, and if you wouldn't mind subscribing to help out the channel, that would be great, and I will catch you all in the next video.